Central to a holistic Aboriginal perspective is an accurate understanding of country. And if you had have asked me 10 years ago what is country, I would have answered country is simply a geographical location, a place on a map. A decade later, however, and as a result of my time spent with the Acholi each year in Africa, as well as my Indigenous teachers and close friends here in Australia, I've learned that country is central to everything. That country not only includes all living things, but it also takes in everything within the landscape: landforms, water, air, trees, rocks, plants and foods. Country includes the stories of dreaming and the creation spirits. Country is what connects all things, and therefore it should come as no surprise that country is also at the centre of true holistic Aboriginal perspectives. And emanating from this central truth, like branches from the trunk of a mighty gum tree, are other essential components that will enhance Aboriginal education in the classroom, including storying. Now, the use of story to convey truths is not just a pedagogy. Tyson Yunkaporta drew on story as part of his research methodology into Aboriginal pedagogies and cultural interface. From this standpoint, storying takes on the equivalent research standing as the theoretical position of traditional Western research methodology. The next essential component is Aboriginal pedagogy. Research has demonstrated that authentic pedagogical approaches like the 8 Ways framework are beneficial in engaging both Indigenous and non-Indigenous students alike. The next component is Aboriginal voice and context. Here, students are exposed to Indigenous viewpoints of the topics being taught, either through written sources penned by Indigenous writers, or when possible articulated directly to students by members of the local or wider Indigenous community. And this leads us to the next essential component: community partnerships and relationships. By seeking the support, guidance and partnerships with local Indigenous communities, not only will curriculum and pedagogical approaches be enhanced for all students by such knowledge, but this promotes and demonstrates an inclusive and respectful attitude and value of Indigenous education. The next component is oneness or unity. And this is based on the Yuin teaching that there is always two. True holistic Aboriginal education seeks out connections and similarities between Aboriginal and Western knowledge, pedagogy and spirituality, instead of differences that separate and cause division. And this brings us to the final essential component of holistic Aboriginal perspectives, and that is respectful relationships. When students, teachers, schools and local communities all embrace the implementation of these essential elements, true respectful relationships will finally be achieved and everyone will benefit.